is when they went on to win. Then they lost their last 2 games in the 3 matches they played. He needs runs from his bat. He's been quiet, but he's a class act once he gets going. That strike rate needs a facelift as well. And all eyes will be on him, especially after Anil Kumar Shah is not featuring in this side due to injury.
There we go, his partner at the other end, Malanta, a good player, got off to a good start in the tournament. There he goes, 192 runs, strike rate at 126. His highest score against the Biratnagar Kings, 75 not out. He could do with a knock like that today for his team, the Janipur Bolts.
That came very early in this campaign, that 75 for Lahiru Milanta. After that, he's had a couple of starts but gone quiet. He's short of runs and is due for a huge one. This man in the last 2 matches has accounted for 6 wickets, taking 3 forwards in back-to-back games.
Well, a game changer for me. Amit Singh coming into this team from another tournament made them better. He's a good performer. He can bowl at the death, can bowl at the start, and he's going to start off for the Royals as we're ready to go. The umpires are ready, the batters are ready, and guess what? We're waiting for the bowler. Come on, Amit. The tension's building.
Mr. Shinwari says play. You have a deep square leg, long on, slip in place, Milanta on strike. It's going to be Harmeet Singh. Yes, no. Early nerves, fairly understandable, but what a contest. Qualifier 1, remember, the team that wins this game storms into the big final on the 21st, and the other team gets to play another shot at the final on the 19th, that's tomorrow.
Wow, turned down a comfortable single there. Malanta, nervous start, sitting deep, walking back actually as the bowler comes into ball is mid-off. We saw a couple of wickets fall earlier on in that position.
Yeah, that's been picked away. There's insurance in the deep. First runs on the board for Janakpur Bowls, and Milanta is off the strike as well.
Always nice to get one, isn't it? You know you're off the strike and you get off that dreaded note. No matter who you are and whatever level you play at, you all go to the crease. There's butterflies, there's nerves. You just want to get bat and ball, you want to get one. Whether it's a quick single, whether it's one out to the deep fielder, as we've just seen there. And it just settles the nerves in such a big game. It's the right choice, win the toss, choose to bat, but it puts added pressure. You have to put runs on the board. But if you do, you have a huge advantage of winning the game.
Yeah, he sweeps well to get off the mark. Yeah, you did speak about batters getting off strike and, you know, the butterflies in the stomach. We know about the batters. What about the bowlers? What really helps them ease in the middle?
Same thing for a bowler. You're at the end of your mark, you just want to get off that first delivery. You just want to bowl a dot ball. You don't want to get it for a 4 or a 6. And there it is, El Clasico. Welcome to Nepal.
The Royals versus the Bowls, the El Clasico. They played in the league stages, and Sudur Paschim Royals completely decimated the Bowls. They were bundled out for 51. Smartly done. Nicely fielded as well. Good cricket all around. A single to end the over. Quiet start here for the Bowls. 3 after over number 1.
Neoco solar water heaters, water purifiers, chimneys, the gas hobs ले बुझेको छ. Your way of quality living.
अब सिद्धार्थ बैंकको कार्ड प्रयोग गरी खरिद गर्दा मोबाइल बैंकिङबाट टप अप गर्दा रिवार्ड पोइन्ट अर्न गर्नुहोस्. सिद्धार्थ रिवार्ड्स, यसमा पोइन्ट छ. सिद्धार्थ बैंक, सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई.
तपाईको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजौं.
Himal Dental Hospital, the perfect junction where experience, expertise and excellence meets technology. Here we are 24 hours open.
Yeah, you can take a look at both the sections. Cheers are getting louder, and the love for the sport in this part of the world is unreal and unprecedented as well.
And here's the man, Scott Kugelheim. 15 wickets this tournament, been outstanding. An average of 9, you'd take that anywhere, wouldn't you? And economy's pretty impressive too, 6 for 18, and we was here just a few days ago. 5 for 18, ball with fire.
And it's nice to see a slip in place as well. McMullen at first slip. Milanta on strike. He likes the ball coming on to the bat. This will be a good contest. In his radar. Yeah, I believe we have Saif Ali Zeb mic'd up with us. Saif, good afternoon. Mikhail here, can you hear us?
Yeah, all good, thank you. Yeah, really excited to be playing. It's a packed out crowd today, so yeah, really excited for today.
Yeah, I can sense the atmosphere out there. I hope you can hear us loud and clear. Are we coherent?
Yes, loud and clear. Oh, nice, Scotty!
Saif, I have a very dear friend of mine who knows you very well. He'd like to say hello to you as well.
Safe, it's Goffy. Hope you're well, my friend.
Hi, Goffy, how you doing?
Yeah. Known this man a long time, since he was 12 years old. So, what do you think of the atmosphere? You normally play in Northampton. It's pretty quiet, but you've come to a place here that is so passionate for their cricket.
Yeah, 100%. It's absolutely amazing to be in a place like this. Atmosphere and the crowd is unbelievable. I think we've got quite good support on our side, so hopefully we can win for them. Catch it.
And that's been picked away. Beautifully dispatched as well. In control, in position. First boundary for the Janakpur bowls.
Well, we know Kugelheim bowls with gas, but it wasn't to be.
Yeah, Saif,
All
just
good,
coming.
brother. All good.
Yeah,
Keep smashing.
we'll be in your ears for a short while, so just want to check on your campaign. You started off as a middle order batter, then promoted as an opener, and you've taken it like a fish takes to water.
I wouldn't quite say that, but yeah, I mean, it's a tough place to bat, especially in the middle order. So probably the easiest place, well, I would say the easiest place to bat is up top, where you can sort of feel that hard ball. But yeah, it's not an easy place to bat. But yeah, hopefully you can score a few runs today. Oh, wow. Nice, Scotty!
And Safe, you watched the earlier game, you saw they got 175. I thought it were probably 15 too many. As a fielding side today, what are your plans? You're thinking if you can restrict them to that around 155, 160, you'll be happy?
Nice, brother. Yeah, 100%. I think even less. I think we've got quite a good versatile bowling unit. You know, we've got 3 left-arm spinners. But you know, it's short boundaries here. It looks like a nice wicket. So you know, we'll take anything under 150. Hopefully, restrict them a little bit less, and hopefully we can chase that down.
Yeah, just coming back to the campaign so far for you all as a side, you'll have dropped only 1 game in the last 7 matches. What's been that formula that has worked for you as a side, Saif? You'll have showed some wonderful consistency.
I think every game has been different. We've had a different match winner for every game, which is really good to see. A couple of the local lads to sort of chip in, and we've obviously got our captain who's an unbelievable cricketer. He saves about 20-30 runs in the field just by himself, so it's nice to have him on our side, especially as a bowler when he's in the field. But yeah, he's unbelievable, and but yeah, I think that's the main thing. We've got everyone who can be a match winner.
I think, Safe, with you as well, I mean, I remember you from being a young kid and you used to bowl these left-arm mystery spinners, but now you bowl left-arm orthodox. You've picked up wickets in the tournament, 9 now. You've got runs as well.
Yeah.
I mean, genuine all-rounder these days.
Yeah, I mean, I've worked quite hard in my bowling last couple of years, so it's nice to see that, you know, it's coming to fruition, and yeah, hopefully can help the team in any way today, which would be nice.
Edged, false shot, they'll race away for a 4. Almost a chance, or should I say half chance. But it goes between first slip and the wicket keeper. And Saif, thank you for your time. Good luck in this game. Some close encounters, but certainly you've played well and continue to do the good work.
Thank you very much.
Done with over number 2, it's 13 for no loss.
क्रिकेटमा जितको मजा र फोनमा टेक्नोको मजा कसैले बिट गर्न सक्दैन बिकज टेक्नो प्रोभाइड्स बेस्ट क्वालिटी बेस्ट सर्भिस एन्ड बेस्ट सिग्नल टेक्नो स्मार्टफोन रोजी बनाउनुहोस् आफ्नो चोइस मोबाइल
Can't wait, won't wait. Sunfeast Dark Fantasy.
Light Super Light Pond Super Light Gel with hyaluronic acid. 200% instant hydration. Miracles happen.
Fixture, but otherwise both the teams have a lot of variation, variety options, and the Bolts winning the toss in this crucial encounter and deciding to bat first, and they're 13 for no loss after over number 2. Yeah, he goes down on his knee. He'll look to attack. Milanta, that's the only way he likes to play his cricket.
Again, we got one of these matchups, haven't we? Off spinner comes into play quite early, bowling at the left-hander. We've seen it throughout the tournament matchup. It's all around the world. It's becoming an obsession with captains.
Yeah, I've liked the energy. Yeah, they did have a half chance going down, but they've really been very, very sharp in the field. Yeah, just closing the face of the bat a bit. That was a fair enough good chance, should I say. McMullen could have done better.
Yeah, probably sitting a little bit too deep there, wasn't he? Slip on a slow pitch. It's not a quick pitch. Got to be as close as you can. There's no point in not carrying. Get as close as you can.
Yeah, he's mixing it up well, but that's nicely negotiated as well. Just using the pace, and that has enough legs to go for a 4. He stayed in his crease, but more importantly, he saw the ball till the very end. Milanta is amongst runs.
Fired in there from Dipendra. Brought himself into the attack. Fired in, feet were nowhere, but such a good strike of the cricket bat. Look at this, feet were nowhere, stuck in the crease, but got good contact. And I said, keep saying it, but it gets past the infield and it flies away for another boundary for the Bolts.
This could be close. This is a good shout, and it's been given. Captain Irie takes off. Sudur Paschim Royals are delighted, and so are the fans, and this is a big wicket. This is a very big wicket. The batter is standing his stance over there, but he has to walk back. That's an ultraviolet ballistic moment as well.
Wow, what a moment. I've mentioned many times, the skipper, Ari, is an excitable character. He gives terrific energy to his teammates. But they're not happy. The umpires are having a little chat together, but I'm sorry. Milanta, you have to go. You really do. It's a big breakthrough for the Royals. An early wicket. It's a slow walk off. He keeps looking back, but there's no point. There it is. Just slipped in with the arm, and it's out. Hitting nothing but the stumps. And there he goes on his little run. Imran Tahir like. Off he goes. Sorry, Milanta. 12 from 14, and the Bolts 19 for 1.
Irie, the magician for the Sudur Paschim Royals. Bat ball in the field. He's been excellent. Just again, quickly rushing it to the batter. Very successful over. A wicket and 6 runs. It's 19 for 1 after 3.
Legends rise through greatness and lead with their actions. From a timeless legacy to inspiring a nation, legends choose the ball. Drive like a legend. Drive the ball.
happier home. छुट्टै छ है।
I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
Bowling responsibilities. Matchups, Darren?
Here we go again. More matchup. Firing it in here, the Royals spinners. No real air going on. But he's a good performer, Amit. Miserly with a ball in hand. Picks up important wickets. And another huge competitor.
Yeah, I reckon he's bowled the most maidens as well in NPL 1. But yeah, Lahiru Milanta playing across the line, trapped in front. Yeah, that was missing leg and crashing into middle. And after being given out, Shahid the stumps at the bowler's end, everything is fine. After being given out, Darren, I wonder what the fuss was all about for the batter.
Well, it's been the same throughout, hasn't it? We've seen a little bit of dissent from some batters. It was out. No excuses. It was hitting. Not off, not leg, but middle.
Yeah, you just help the umpire sometimes to make a decision when you play across the line to a delivery that stays straight. Yeah, Harmeet saying you did talk about him being the game changer. Yeah, we have some very fine umpiring calls being made in the middle as well. And the umpires for match number 30 in qualifier 1, Mr. Buddhi Pradhan. He's at the bowler's end. And on the other side, at square leg, is the ever-smiling, the large-hearted Mr. Bismillah Shinwari. And that's Mr. Vinay Kumar Jha. Hello, Mr. Jha. We saw the wave and the smile as well. Thank you. What an over. Only 2 runs coming off it. On the money are the bowlers here for the Sudhum Paschim Royals. 21 after over number 4.
सुजल डेयरीको उत्कृष्ट उत्पादन डिलाइट डेयरी व्हाइटनरले अब हरेक दिन डिलाइटफुल।
मेरो नम्बर मेरै चोइस। आफुलाई मन पर्ने नम्बर छानेर लिनुहोस्।
Himstar for a complete home.
And I can't see a place where you can really come out there and stand now. It's packed completely. Every spot has been taken as Brendan McMullen comes on to bowl.
Yeah, it's been a good start from the Royals. Watchful from the bolts. You win the toss and bat. You want to get off to a flyer. And so far the Royals are on top.
Flicked away. Very nicely done by Shubham Sakar. He's batted in the middle order for the bowls. He's not off to great starts. Could this be the day?
Again, you heard me the other day when McMillan come on to bowl during the power play. I think he's better off coming in once the power play is finished. The bolts will want to take advantage of this bowling change.
That was an Ensel Super 4.
Yeah, I think he's one of those bowlers that used him well the last game. They bowled him in those middle overs when he can mix it up. But if he comes on in the early overs, medium pace, bowls it in the slot, you've got to try and take advantage.
Darren, the Mark Elam kind of bowlers?
Not as quick as Mark Elam. Mark Elam was quite skiddy. He could bowl probably early 80s, 82, 83, 84 miles an hour on his day.
Yeah, but he came across as a bowler who would just release the ball with his gentle medium paces, but he did make a huge impact for England cricket for quite some time.
Yeah, he did. Swing the ball, skiddy. I say can bowl early 80s. I think McMullen probably is middle 70s, mid 70s. but he can be effective on certain pitches. But the Bolts going to try and take advantage. But very watchful. A boundary early on in the over. He's come back well as McMillan. The Bolts looking for another boundary this over. Brings them back up to where they should be. It's power play. The first 6 overs are huge. And the drone. I love watching the drone in action. Professionally.
Catch it! Catch it is the call, just over the field and bit off. You couldn't have placed a better field over there. That's because Kugelheim was ready for it and he's the tallest in the side as well. And if it goes over him, it'll go over anybody.
And this is what I was saying, when you're playing someone like McMillan, the pacey balls, this is the place you want to hit him. Hit him straight back where he's come from. And Scott Kugelheim, a tall man, not tall enough as it runs away towards the end cell boundary. For another 4.
Flicks it away. He does get bodied behind the ball and he'll keep it to 1. 9 runs of over number 5 and a nice little partnership building here between Kansakar and Asif. It's 30 for 1.
Con Super Light Gel with hyaluronic acid. 200% instant hydration. Miracles happen.
Watch NPL on the go on Ncell app. Unlimited YouTube and other NPL packs. Download Ncell app now or dial *123*9#.
Legends rise through greatness and lead with their actions. From a timeless legacy to inspiring a nation, legends choose the ball. Drive like a legend. Drive the ball.
Is packed to the rafters yet again. It's rapidly become designated El Clasico. Saif Zaid comes into the attack. And there are going to be points where I'm not going to be able to hear myself, let alone Hilton Ackerman, who's now joining me.
Yeah, Lenny, even when you see those little open areas there, it's not because they can't be filled. It's just those are areas where there's no vantage point. You actually can't see the ground. And that's why sometimes you just see an open area. It is quite remarkable.
Lovely shot. It's the new skipper. He's a very elegant player. He's had an okay tournament, not a great one. Can he make it count now? We're at crunch time in the playoffs.
Good shot. It's amazing what players consider width now. It only has to just miss off stump and they're just letting their hands go.
A little slower through the air this time. We heard from Asif Sheikh at the toss talking about how devastated he was for his good friend Anil Shah missing out. And we saw Anil Shah's statement last night on social media. Really unfortunate incident that's led to the hand injury, and probably be no one more devastated than Anil himself. Does rather significantly change the balance. Forget about his captaincy and his leadership for a moment, but just his authority and his runs up at the top.
They've been very stable at the top, haven't they? And they've always got solid starts through the two of them. Yeah! Got him. Well, that's the end of Asif. He can't quite believe it. He's standing his ground as if to say, well, did the wicketkeeper not knock them over?
We can send this upstairs. The initial impact, purely from an audio point of view, was that the stumps have certainly been hit. Just wonder what are Buddy Padan and Bismalajan Shinwari going to say. Are we going to go? We are going to go upstairs here. Interesting to see what we're checking here. Remember, certainly well, you might have heard a bit of a commotion in the background. It's a Nepal Pay third umpire decision pending. It's not out nor not out yet. There's not going to be anything wrong with the front foot. That's absolutely fine. That's not what we're looking for here. I think we need to send it down the line, HD, to see what happened. I'm not sure this is the one we want to see, is it? Ball's clearly hit the stumps, so I'm really not sure what we're checking.
Yep, it was the only decision that I think they could come up with. No idea. Your guess is as good as mine.
Maybe a shade of Dr. W.G. Grace. Even after bowled, he stood there. I think he might have been confused. Thought that the ball may have ricocheted off Binod Bandari's gloves. It definitely didn't. This is as clean as you can see. From front on, you'll see it even better. Straight into off stump. Nothing wrong with that. And it means that Asif Sheikh will have to trudge off, the new captain of the Bolts. He's gone. Bowled for 11. It's 37 for 2. Harsh Thacker, kind of the utility man, isn't he, for the Bolts? Man for the rescue situation, man for all seasons with the ball. Has a 5-wicket haul in the competition. Has plenty of handy runs, but nothing too substantial. We'll want to put that right today. On, you have to say, I know the Associate International game is as big as they come, and I know he's just played at a World Cup, including a famous win over Ireland in New York. Maybe outside of that, this could be one of the biggest occasions of Harsh Thacker's career. As we get to the end of the power play, it's 37 for 2.
Tapayko, Asli Energy, Red Bull, Asli Nerozon.
अब संसारको जुनसुकै ठाउँबाट
आयामी गरेको पैसा सजिलै प्राप्त गरौँ डाइरेक्ट पेको सुपर वालेटमा।
जहाँ पनि रम्पम छँदैछ नि, रम्पम छँदैछ नि।
City crowd. We've got some absolute Nepalese classics being spun by the DJ. That one there, as you'll know if you're in Nepal, Badal Barsa Bajuli, another cracker. It's converted even the grinchiest of old critics. I'm not sure how you couldn't love this MPL. It's been marvellous, and this is a man who's had a big impact on it since he's come in. Came in a little bit late after playing in that GSL. He's bowled very, very well. What have you loved the most, HD, about the MPL, the inaugural season?
I mentioned a little bit earlier, it's just difficult to look past the crowds, the public, how they've come in every single day. I thought that the morning games there would be absolutely no one, but granted they come in a little later than we do, but by the time play gets underway, even the morning games, you've had some incredible crowds. Yeah, they for me have been the absolute highlight.
And I think this may be the biggest of the tournament. Maybe that opening day, that opening Saturday as well. And also the reverse of this fixture, the group meeting between these two. The reason it's known as El Clasico. Good running, getting the single. Hugely proud, aren't they, of their culture, their country. I've met people who've flown back from Australia, flown back from England. It's been very much the talk of the country, and I think this thing is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger in seasons to come. There's already a significant fan base for each of the 8 teams. Many yellow shirts up there in the crowd. The Bolts Army are there too. Put down. A diving effort. I think it's Arif Sheikh who's often there at slip. Made the ground initially, but it's gone to ground.
What makes this a difficult chance is the fact that Tucker is shaping to hit that through the leg side. So when a batter's looking through the leg side, he's slightly unsighted for just a brief moment. That would have been a goodie.
Actually had 2 or 3 goes at it, didn't he? Known as a very good fielder, but I agree with you. I think that first slip off a spinner, whether it's a leg spinner or a left arm spinner, turning it away when a batter's trying to force it to the leg side, you see it so late. Actually did a lot well, it just didn't stick. Amrojit, our snow leopard up in the crowd. This one swept away, but protection behind square. Harmeet Singh just can't lay a bat on him, can they? He's bowled 3 overs for 8 here, and the Royals are getting on top early. It's 40 for 2 after 7.
Watch NPL on the go on Ncell app, unlimited YouTube and other NPL packs. Download Ncell app now or dial *123*9#.
अब संसारको जुनसुकै ठाउँबाट
आयामी गरेको पैसा सजिलै प्राप्त गरौँ डाइरेक्ट आइएमपी को सुपर वालेटमा।
I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
Both the Suda Prashim Royals jersey in play, as is the Nepal one too. 2 left-arm spinners in tandem now. This is the problem, isn't it, with the 2 right-handers batting together. As the slog sweep comes out, would there have been a thought process to get Jimmy Neesham in, or is it just too early for him?
It's very difficult as a coach or as a captain to say, look, let's send the left-hander in because there's 2 left-arm spinners on, because then the opposition captain just changes it up. Float it up and says, hit me.
Well, this said, hit me, hit me, hit me. It really did. It was a very, very tempting delivery, a generous one. And Harsh Thacker, more than good enough for it. Straight down the ground, 1 bounce. And a super 4 powered by Ncell 4G. Will flatter this time, but Thacker gets the single. Asif Sheikh was a little undescriptive of exactly what he wanted, but bearing in mind what we saw this morning, surely the Bolts will need 150 at least, won't they?
Against the men in yellow, you would think so. I mean, they seem to have got themselves into trouble in their previous game, but one goes straight on. But they seem to have get themselves out of trouble because when their captain walks in at 5, 6 or 7, he's just such a wonderful finisher. So yeah, 150 minimum. You never know, pressurised games, what tends to happen. Just wanted to talk a little bit about the potential of this tournament that you spoke about. We're probably going to have to go into the next over though, because this one's coming to an end. Should be just a single and is right, so that's 8 gone, 47 for 2.
आफ्ना हरेक चिन्ताहरू अब हामीलाई छोडिदिनुस्। तपाईको भोलिको भरपर्दो साथी सानीमा रिलायन्स लाइफ इन्स्योरेन्स, खुलेर जियौं।
फसेर हेर बाहिर, यसरी भित्र जान त गाह्रो छ। भयो नि हाले इजी।
तर यो जिद्दी दाग यो निकाल्न इजी छ। सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश, यसको 10 हातको शक्ति छ यस्तो जसले जिद्दी दाग निकाल्न गर्छ इजी। सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश।
Neoco solar water heaters, water purifiers, chimneys, the gas hobs le buzeko cha, your way of quality living.
Join us and the ranks of thousands of successful students who have unlocked their...
See this man fit and well. This is sliced away behind square. should be at least a couple. As the good doctor does the fielding out there, Ishan Pandey. And a big shout out to our doctors who helped get Naren Saud to hospital quickly. A full scan, no concussion found, no damage at all to his head or neck, and he's fit to continue. Had that 5-wicket haul earlier in the tournament too. Never like seeing players get injured, so really pleased to see him 100% this highly anticipated showdown. First v second, place in the final on the line this afternoon. That's going to be 4. Kansakar just for a moment will have thought he hit it to the man at backward point, but he got it up and over, and the 50's up.
Back on the field healthy, but these have been 2 very poor deliveries. He's actually lucky that both weren't hit for 4. They wide, they short. And he may well feel that he's a little unlucky, but I disagree. I think they got what they deserved.
Just wonder, could Irie just have finished off Harmeet Singh's set of 4? There's Anil Shah, the injured captain. His right hand is actually in a cast. It's the bone that connects the baby finger down to the wrist. It's suffered the fracture. This one's pumped down the ground, and going to be 4 more. Really good effort out at long off. I think it's McMullen there, but he can't cut it off, and immediate pressure on Naren Saud.
I hope his mouth's okay. He hasn't lost any teeth, because he does well to get there, but then I think he headers it into the bottom corner.
Yeah, good spot. Let's hope he's all right. Might just be a little, hopefully just a tiny bit of damage to the lip rather than the teeth. Nothing worse than seeing teeth impacted. There's been a few famous incidents over the years, mainly when players are batting. But sometimes in the field you forget sometimes how hard that 5.5 ounces of leather is. So McMullen body on the line, he has to go off. And remember, it should be an overseas player that has to come on as a replacement fielder for him. So Dilpreet Bajwa will be the Canadian out at long off. That was there to be hit again. Saud has started very shakily. And Harmeet Singh alive to the possibility of an overthrow. Bye is given.
Looking at the pace that the spinners are bowling at here, it does seem as though they're bowling the ball very, very slowly. There's a little bit of turn out there for them. Nothing excessive, but it's the pace. That one a little bit quicker. Yeah, I'm going to miss out on that point around this tournament again, so I'll try and rush here, Lenny. You say that the tournament's going to grow, and I have absolutely no doubt that it will. But grow, we say grow to what point? I think it can grow to any heights, but they may need another venue, because eventually the pitches start to get a little bit tired. There's nothing that a curator can do about it. And so with the 8 teams, oh, well, he does it all the time, doesn't he? He does it all the time. There isn't a game that goes by without Dipendra Singh Airee involved in the field.
Well, we got a public announcement here. Do not run a single to Dipendra Singh Airee. It's that simple. Even without the mix-up, it would have been Harsh Thakur gone for all money. A diving effort, he picks up, throws, doesn't even need to keep.
सुजल डेयरीको उत्कृष्ट उत्पादन डिलाइट डेयरी व्हाइटनरले अब हरेक दिन डिलाइटफुल।
तपाईको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजौं।
DHI Happier Home. Today Sahay.
Red scarf and the beige overcoat, that is Mrs. Irie, I had the privilege, the honour of meeting her the last 2 games. I have never met a prouder mother in my life.
Well, you can see where he
in my life.
Well, you can see where he gets his moves from.
The tiger is shining. The background story to this young man is really quite remarkable. Comes from very, very humble origins. I was lucky enough to have one of Dipendra's relatives, I think it was a cousin, translate or help translate, because despite my 15 or 20 words of Nepali, I'm not sure I understood what Mrs. Irie was saying, but her sheer love for what her son is doing was overwhelming. As big call this one, Arniko Yadav is going to come up the order. Hold myself back. He will get the left-hand, right-hand combo. And as a consequence, Scotty Kugelheim will return. Start to the wide down the leg side. How good a piece of fielding is this? And was Harsh Thakur right to say no, there's no run there?
Well, it's only hit just to his left, and you should know the speed that the man has. But what makes it so impressive is the clean gather, the roll, and how quickly he gets back up onto his feet to be able to throw the ball. A lot would still remain prone once they've fielded that cricket ball.
Good hand from Kugelheim. Some in the crowd think it's a catch. Now, that was in super slow motion. Watch it in real time. This is how quickly it all goes wrong. Darted in. Yes, says Kansekar. Sees the dive. Thakur says no. Direct hit, on your way. 1.67 seconds, something like that. It's all over. Split second miscalculation and you're gone when the Tiger's about. That was a marvellous piece of fielding. Only thing missing from EHD, no somersault. Gonna have to get that out again. Point during the tournament, isn't he?
I think his mom said to him, listen, when I'm in the ground, no somersaults. I don't like that.
Yeah, there it is. Much of the Irie family, including proudest mum in Nepal right now. There she is. It was really emotional the other day, actually, after their 7th game. She came to me and asked, can I bring Dipender across? Because he's obviously in the PMOA. This was well after the game. And I went up to Dippy and I said, your mum wants to see you. Got straight up, ran across. And really emotional scenes as he greeted and hugged his mum. Must be something very special about watching your offspring do what they do, not just on a national stage, on a world stage. Great joy as always here in Nepal. Gully in place now. In comes a catcher. That's Arif Sheikh. This might be a bit quick for Arniko Yadav.
We were talking earlier, Lenny, around the bowlers and about how bowling the best bowlers. I've never quite understood from a batting perspective either that they termed finishers, so they only walk in a certain time. Whereas I would look at the competition, I would look at the team I'm playing against and say, well, hang on, you my best player, Jimmy. You my best player. You going in there. Take your time, but when you're in.
Yeah, was that a Jimmy Neesham call, or is that a Pabudu Dasanayake call? Is it an Asif Sheikh call? How do they come up with that, I guess, makeup of the batting order that clearly, very clearly, has flexibility to it?
Yeah, no idea whose call that is, to be honest. He is ready to go, Jimmy. I remember Lance Klusener was so successful as a finisher, and he was reluctant to walk to the wicket as the player until a certain time.
Nobody did it better than Zulu for about 6-7 years in and around the millennium. Neesham is a big fish here, isn't he? I'm not saying it's a small pond. It's not. Been plenty of good players, but Neesham's role and importance was such that if he was there at the death of that previous game when he got 65 off 24, they'd have won comfortably. They'd have won with 9 balls to spare. A lot of pressure on his shoulders when he does get to the crease. Just too quick. 4 consecutive dots, pressure building in a big way on the bolts. It's time for all the players to have a drink, and it'll be needed because it's one of the warmest days of the tournament. The score, 61 for 3.
यो निकाल्न इजी छ सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश यसको 10 हातको शक्ति छ यस्तो जसले जिद्दी दाग निकाल्न गर्छ इजी सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश
शिक्षा र खेलकुदका माध्यमले विश्व मानचित्रमा चिनिँदैछ मेरो सिटी अफ क्रिकेट धनगढी अनि यो शहर चिनाउन अगुवाई गर्ने मेरो कलेज मेरो एसपीए कलेज मेरो गौरव
Us and the ranks of thousands of successful students who have unlocked their full potential by pursuing their education overseas. Right Path Career Counseling.
Minto Fresh. Freshness that bonds.
Refresh. बनाउँछ भित्रैबाट फ्रेश
Himstar for a complete home.
Neoco solar water heaters, water purifiers, chimneys, the gas hobs le buzeko cha your way of quality living.
Himstar for a complete home.
सुजल डेरीको उत्कृष्ट उत्पादन डिलाइट डेयरी व्हाइटनरले अब हरेक दिन डिलाइटफुल
DHI Happier Home छुट्टै छ है
Legends rise through greatness and lead with their actions. From a timeless legacy to inspiring a nation, legends choose the ball. Drive like a legend. Drive the ball.
Place this is Nepal Premier League buzzing along.
And I keep saying this, Nepal, you have a heart. From the time we've set foot on Nepal's soil, it's been brilliant. Wow, the cricket, the people, the hospitality, the weather, the food. Nepal, on the whole, has been exciting as well. What a contest here, very exciting too in the middle, particularly for the boys in yellow. Raised the bar in the field. Irie has been leading with great example, and his boys have responded, Monali. It's so important your boys respond to the captain's call.
I think it all comes down to the energy that he brings as well. He backs himself and he expects the same thing from his players. Having the expectations, the accountability, and making sure that you live up to those that you're setting for others. 61 for 3.
Nicely played. Harsh Thakur will have to hold one end. The timing of Neesham's entry will be key over here, Monali. We saw him padded up in the dugout. I feel at the fall of the next wicket he should be right in.
They batted really well in the last game, Jimmy Neesham. 63 for 3, halfway point. They're going at 6 runs and over. Despite the 3 wickets, that run rate is not bad. They continue the way they're going right now, build another partnership, get themselves in a comfortable position, so when Jimmy Neesham does need to come in, he doesn't have to do too much. He doesn't have to do all the pushing around. He can go and swing the bat.
And that's why that partnership between Kansakar and Thakur was very important. It was worth 22 runs, but it was building up and laying the platform that maybe Neesham would have come and capitalized upon. And all of a sudden, now the hard work in the middle begins.
Lantha, the first one to go today, just 12 off 14, brought up the order again today. The Sheikh 11. That last one, you mentioned it, Kansakar, good partnership. He managed 26 off 24. And then a shocking run out.
How well have they bowled? 13 deliveries since the last boundary. You don't want to leave too much of heavy lifting when Neesham comes out to bat.
We're about 64 deliveries in, and there have been 32 dots. That tells a tale. Very accurate with the bowling. Considering this track is very batting friendly, they've done well.
56 deliveries left in this innings. That's more important now. And how much of that will Neesham also get to capitalize upon and make full use of? Just the 4 runs so far in this over. Yeah, Sudur Pashchim Royals will not be too disturbed or perturbed about what's happening in the middle. They're happy giving away the singles. 15 deliveries since the last boundary, done with over number 11 at 66 for 3.
नयाँ पुस्ताका सपनाहरू थाहै नपाइकन आफ्ना सपनाहरू बनिसकेका हुन्छन्। ती सपनाहरूलाई पूरा गर्नुस्, खुलेर जिउनुस्। सानीमा रिलायन्स लाइफ इन्स्योरेन्स, खुलेर जियौं।
तर यो जिद्दी दाग यो निकाल्न इजी छ। सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश, यसको 10 हातको शक्ति छ यस्तो जसले जिद्दी दाग निकाल्न गर्छ इजी। सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश।
Neoco solar water heaters, water purifiers, chimneys, the gas hobsle बुझेको छ your way of quality living.
DHI happier home छुट्टै छ है।
In the second innings chasing, this is only the second time they've been batting first. The projected scores, ideally 150, 170 between that. We saw 170 plus being scored in the previous encounter. So you want to believe there's value for your shots on this wicket, Monali.
Avinash Bahara coming in for his first over. 7 bowlers used so far. Yes, you get value for your shots, but the other advantage is if you get a big total in this first innings, it puts a lot of pressure when you're chasing. Bahara, best of 3 for 17. 6 wickets so far. Want to try and get that scoreboard pressure for that second innings.
Oh yes, that's where the Chitwan Rhinos caved in as well. Good early call. Sent back at the right time, else it would have been another completely terrible mix-up. You can't chance the arm of this man in the middle. You give him one stump to aim at and he'll have a direct hit over there as well.
It's just the effect he has, isn't it? When he's in the field, you will second guess whether you can pick up a run or not. And when he's in there with the bat, the fielders are fumbling constantly because he's always on the charge. And it's almost as if you're out there, you need to know exactly at every single delivery where it is that he's fielding, because you know he'll be in with every single delivery that goes to him.
Very good passage of play here for the Sudur Pashchim Royals. Remember, the Bolts won the toss, have decided to bat first. Into the 12th over, they're under 70, losing 3. Time since the last boundary is 18. And they're going at a run rate of little under 6. Look at that, Mr. Irie. Fiery Irie. They get an overthrow. Yeah, but that's how much the pace of the game changes when this man's speed comes into play.
Firecracker. Pushed off the back foot. You can't get past him. You almost have to take off so early when you know the ball's anywhere around him. The thing that impresses me most about him, if you watch him field, is his lateral movements. He's very low to the ground, keeps that center of gravity very low as he approaches the ball, and he's super quick if he needs to power step right or left. Great lateral movement.
Great observation there, Monali. And also when he's batting on the turn for the second run, as you last time as well mentioned, so low he gets at the crease to take that turn for the second run. Yeah, good mix-up, good change-up, poor work by Binod Bhandari. Easy runs, freebies, 4 byes, go the Janakpur Bolts way. 8 runs coming off this over, 74 for 3.
अब संसारको जुनसुकै ठाउँबाट
आयामी गरेको पैसा सजिलै प्राप्त गरौँ डाइरेक्ट पेको सुपर वालेटमा।
तपाईको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजौं।
Neoco solar water heaters, water purifiers, chimneys, the gas hobs ले बुझेको छ your way of quality living.
Sport is in our DNA.
Who will it be that will storm into the finals on the 21st of December in this encounter between the Royals and Janakpur Bolts? They're playing out a draw in the middle at the moment. And remember, the loser of this fixture will end up playing Karnali X in Qualifier 2. And that'll be tomorrow afternoon. We'll be coming to you live once again. Wow, what a tournament it's been, Monali.
It's all to play for now. This is into the leg side. Pick up a run. All to play for. This morning we saw the Rhinos leave the tournament. Just didn't get their bowling combinations right today. Clive Zabe with his third.
He's been a very good team man to have in the side for the Royals. Cries of catch it. McMullen getting underneath this one. Should be easy. And it's been pouched as well. Zabe strikes. Tucker has to depart. And Mullen takes a very fine catch in the deep. Another one bites the dust for the Bolts.
That was never going to be a difficult catch. McMullen, a safe pair of hands. And you just complimented this man, Saif Ali Zabe. Getting the toe end of the bat. Went high up in the air. Harsh Tucker, no control whatsoever to play that. It was a good delivery, and that's going to be the end of.
जो टेस्टको शौकिन छ उसलाई चाहिन्छ केही स्पेशल एभरेस्ट गरम मसाला हाल्नुहोस् मिलाउनुहोस् अनि बन्छ स्पेशल टेस्टी खाना तयार टेस्टमा बेस्ट एभरेस्ट
Very good passage of play for the Sudur Paschim Royals. The pressure has been building and it eventually showed up with 23 deliveries since the last boundary. Tucker went for the big hit and perished, and this means that Jimmy Neesham walks out, and just the right man for the situation, and a good move as well to send him. A strike rate of 194, fastest 50 of 18 deliveries in the tournament. 65 against the Rhinos. That's where he raced to that 50 as well. He has the runs, he has the shots, but he needs some company at the other end. I wonder what his approach will be, Monali, from here on.
75 for 4. They're going at again 6 runs and over. He still has a little bit of time. Get his eye in, and then he can go for it. Something tells me he's going to be swinging from ball one, though. Off the mark, picks up 2.
Yeah, you could sense that Jimmy Neesham has come out with a plan over here. He needs to blast his way to a couple of big hits. Yeah, just took that on the full. The bat turning in the hand, was a little slow on the turn. A quicker throw, and I reckon Jimmy Neesham would have been struggling a bit. And with the left arm spinner bowling into him, Neesham would want to believe this is the best opportunity to just free his arms. Smartly bowled.
Yeah, a good delivery to pick up the wicket of Harsh Thakur in this again. Allowing for 0 room. Jimmy Neesham to get under the ball.
And this partnership will need to grow and build. Another 2. Very nicely done. Good running.
Oh, he's being put through the paces here. Again, very, very full. The advantage is he's a tall man. Long strides. Played an incredible knock the other day with a half century. Smashed them all around the park.
Yeah, I was just trying to go for that paddle. Maybe a scoop. Just changed the shot at the very end. Nicely bowled. And a good over as well. 6 runs and the wicket of Thakur. It's 80 for 4 after 13.
Can't wait, won't wait. Sunfeast Dark Fantasy.
Dish Home, खुशी को connection.
DHI Happier Home. Today sahi.
Legends rise through greatness and lead with their actions. From a timeless legacy to inspiring a nation, legends choose the ball. Drive like a legend. Drive the ball.
His mummy and his entire entourage. Youth support for the Sudur Paschim Royals and Dipendra Singh Airi.
In for his second over. Picked up 1 wicket already. It's just incredible to see the amount of power he has on the crowd. From the time that he walks out, anything the man does, the crowd is channeled in.
He's the poster boy of Nepal cricket, Dipendra Singh Airi.
Started this over well. Again, keeping it wide and full, allowing for no room to get under.
Playing across the line. Could have easily been wicket number 5 here.
You just sense something's got to give. Arnico 6 off 14.
Yeah, he's throwing his bat at everything, and the last thing you want to do, Monali, as a batter is put the pressure on Neesham to take things into his own hand and throw it away.
Well, we saw that this morning as well with the Rhinos. Ravi Bopara, lone man standing, just a bit too much for one person to do. Yeah, they were chasing. These guys are setting a total right now, setting a target. Everyone so far getting a start, and no one's gone on to kick on for a bigger score.
I met Dipendra Singh Airi a couple of days ago, and I told him, you're the Virat Kohli of Nepal cricket, and his friend tells me Virat Kohli is the Dipendra Singh Airi of Indian cricket. How nicely put. Indeed, he's got such a fan following here. Another quiet over. Only 4 runs coming off it, not helping the bold scores at the moment. They'll need to find some big overs. 14 gone, 84 for 4.
NPL वा आफ्नो मनपर्ने टिमको एन्थमलाई आफ्नो PRBT सेट गर्नुभयो त? Download Ncell app now or dial *123*6#.
Legends rise through greatness and lead with their actions. From a timeless legacy to inspiring a nation, legends choose the ball. Drive like a legend. Drive the ball.
DHI Happier Home. Today sa hai.
Number 14, and it was Harsh Thakur's 5 for 23. Johra found the fielder in the deep. Mahato with that catch. It was an absolute cliffhanger contest where the Bolts won by 1 run.
I'm certainly trying hard. Using his feet, swinging at everything. But that strike rate is a bit worrisome for Nico, going at 52. Ishan Pandey, 3 wickets so far, best of 2 for 11. Batted really well in the last game.
He's my find for the Sudur Paschim Royals, Manali. Maturity that he's shown, the way he's absorbed pressure, the way he's taken responsibility in the middle overs. This will be a good contest. Ishan to Nisham. Yeah, don't flight it. Don't flight it is the message given to him by his captain.
I think we saw what happens when you flight it to Jimmy Neesham in the last game. You will end up in the stands.
Well, if you drag it short, the result will be the same as well. Chest over Irie. He was in business for the longest time. I'm sure Neesham had his heart in his mouth as well. But that's the first 6 for the Janakpur Bolts coming in the 15th over, courtesy Neesham's bat.
You have to be so accurate when you bowl to this man. Dragged down, was able to get a free flow of those arms. That's another Siddhartha Bank maximum. What an effort in the deep as well. You'd expect nothing less from the big man. That's the first one he's teed off on. 13 off 8, Jimmy Neesham. Very close to the 100 mark. Might see some overthrows. I think that's been one of the problems for me with the Royals. Yes, they're very active in the field, but they don't know when to hold the ball. Sometimes you just got to hold on, calm down, take a breath, hold the ball.
Are you referring to the hyperactiveness of the fielders sometime in the middle? Yeah, they have a spring in their stride, quite obviously. Much better. No collisions with Mr. Neesham. Nico will have to be careful. They almost ran into each other.
I think we know who's going to win that contest.
Now look at that. Only because they have not played with each other so much in the middle. They're lacking that coordination.
Oi.
10 runs coming off over number 15. It's been a productive one for the Janakpur Bolts. Stage is set for Neesham to free his arms. Done with over number 15. It's 94 for 4.
I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
DHI Happier Home. Today sa hai.
Tapayko Asli Energy Red Bull Asli Nerozone.
So 5 to go. Game on the line. Neesham at the crease. Box office stuff here in the playoffs of the MPL. And who else would you want to be bowling but Dipender Singh Ari? Darren Goff joins me for the first time today. Goffy, great to be with you again, pal.
Oh, love it. Love being on with you, Lenny. Legend of Nepal. And here we go. Jimmy Neesham's come to the party. If I'm his coach, I'm wanting him to go in with 10 to go all day long. But you can't rely on one man. But to be fair, if they want to get a good total here, it's going to be down to this man, Jimmy Neesham. He can be very, very destructive.
Young Arniko Yadav has played a curious innings, isn't he? Just 11 off 19. But I just can't understand for the life of me why it wasn't Nisham at 5, or if it wasn't going to be Nisham, why wasn't it Mohammed Mohsen, who's played a few nice cameos?
Yeah, strange setup, full stop. I think hashtag was a strange innings. Arniko Yadav, strange innings. And it gives Jimmy Nisham with no choice to come to the crease and go straight away, basically.
And I think both you and I still think this is a very good surface. Oh, this is going to be close and given. It is Dipendra Singh Airi's world. We're just living in it, Darren Gough. He does it again. Bat bowler in the field, all 3 dimensions. The Tiger roars once more.
Well, you're definitely right about that. We've talked about the impact he has. He lifts his team and he fires another one in. Nothing but middle stump. Absolutely dead. Plump in front of middle. A strange innings comes to the end for Arniko Yadav. 11 from 20 balls. The Bolts struggling. 97 for 5.
Well, you would never believe we're in the middle of December, just a week today to go to Christmas, and we have the most perfect winter sunshine. Must be 21, 22 degrees. This is like, well, I don't know about you in Yorkshire. In Dublin, this is the peak of the summer.
Well, I thought we were in the Caribbean this morning. Shorts, Speedos on, T-shirt, sunglasses. Beautiful morning. Absolute cracker, and it's brought the crowd in. The crowd have been electric, as you'd expect.
Oh, so nearly another for Irie. The big problem for Pupadu Dasanayake now is Mohsen comes to the crease, but it's another left-hander, so Irie can just keep bowling at these lefties.
He does, and what he's done so well, Irie, is he fires it in, he mixes his pace up so well. He's a gun in the field, he's electric. With ball in hand, he's effective, and with the bat, he makes the opposition panic.
He can be lethal with the bat, can't he? I just love watching him play, like so many of the players here in this country. They're continuing to grow during this MPL. It's 99 for 5.
सुजल डेरीको उत्कृष्ट उत्पादन डिलाइट डेयरी व्हाइटनरले अब हरेक दिन डिलाइटफुल.
Watch NPL on the go on Ncell app, unlimited YouTube and other NPL packs. Download Ncell app now or dial *123*9#.
तर यो जिद्दी दाग यो निकाल्न इजी छ. सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश. यसको 10 हातको शक्ति छ यस्तो जसले जिद्दी दाग निकाल्न गर्छ इजी. सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश.
To bat first. To bat first.
The right decision, it really was, but the pressure of batting first, you have to put runs on the board, and so far it's been a strange innings the way they've constructed it. They've just not got going at all.
And Scotty Kugeline still has 2 overs to go. I like the way Dipendra Singh Airi's mixed around his bowlers. He hasn't needed to use all of Avanesh Pahara because he's been so good himself with the ball. Dipendra 2 for 15, the pick of the bowlers. Safe Zabe good too. This will be a good battle here. Kiwi v Kiwi in the slower ball completely outfoxes his former international colleague.
8 bowlers they've used, the Royals, and you'd think by now, after facing him so many times, domestic cricket in the nets, he'd pick his slower ball, but it were a good one. You're expecting the ball to come down at 86, 87 miles an hour, and he throws in a off spinner.
And another one. This one has turned significantly. And credit to Binod Bandari. Oh, right on the guideline. Nisham can't believe how far that's gone.
Well, Jimmy Calm over-exaggerates everything, doesn't he? Hey? He'd say a Mini was a Discovery Land Rover when he's batting. But what a tournament, 171 runs, strike rate 184. That was helped by his last knock, 65. Pretty special.
Yeah, came off only 24 balls and he's showing us that power again. Picks the gap, clubs it, stand and deliver stuff from Nisham.
Yeah, this is why he's such a dangerous player. He gets his eye in and he scores quickly. There you go. He's a big, strong man. He stays still at the crease. That's what I like about Nisham when he bats. He's very dangerous. New Zealand used him as in a super over as well, don't they? They used him in a World Cup final. Super over.
Just wonder, is Kuggeleijn better going over the wicket here? A little bit too predictable. 4 consecutive slower balls and 2 consecutive boundaries. For a man who's had a brilliant tournament, this is not great bowling here from Scott Kuggeleijn.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you. It depends what length you're going to bowl. Now, if you're going to bowl full and come around the wicket and bowl cutters, you're opening up the all offside. And
Ev almanın en kolay yolu nedir? Ev almanın en kolay yolu. Ev almanın.
Araba almanın en kolay yolu nedir? En kolay yolu nedir?
Ev almanın en kolay yolu nedir? Ev almanın en kolay yolu nedir?
Herkes bu soruların cevabını arıyor. Oysa cevabı başka bir yerde. Daha internet yokken 1991 yılında tüm bu soruların yanıtını veren Eminevim'de. O bugüne kadar 300 bine yakın kişiyi faizsiz, kredisiz, kolayca ev, araç ve iş yeri sahibi yaptı. Aradığınız cevaba ulaşmak için hemen Eminevim'e gelin. Eminevim, ev, araç ve iş yeri almanın en kolay yolu.
For me, you've got to use it sparingly. You can use it a lot to the lower order batters because that's why the lower order batters, right? They don't pick it as well. But to someone like Nisham, whose set is in, use your best balls.
And you could see Nisham just recognised that and adjusted. Now he goes pace on. Let's get a look at one of the innings of the tournament. It was 65 off 24. Whilst he was there, we all felt that they were favourites. That was massive off Mala. Fastest 50 of the tournament. 6s all around the ground. Effortless he makes it look.
He does. He's a powerful man, and like I said, the strength of him, he stays still at the crease. Look at his stillness. He powers to the leg side. He probably should have kept going to the leg side as well. He ended up, didn't he, clothing one to a backward point, I think it was.
It's a cutter to finish, and Mohsin will keep the strike. I don't think the Royals will mind about that. Can they get the second? No. Good thinking from Isham Pandey. Always on the ball to back it up. It's 110 for 5.
DHI Happier Home. छुट्टै छ है
डिस्कोमा खेलको मजा छ बेग्लै हरेक खेल हेरिन्छ साथी होस् या एक्लै
Dish Home, खुशीको कनेक्सन.
रिफ्रेश बनाउँछ भित्रैबाट फ्रेश.
Himstar for a complete home.
Light Super Light Pond Super Light Gel with hyaluronic acid. 200% instant hydration. Miracles happen.
150 to be competitive.
Yeah, Devendra is going to bowl his 4th over. Predictable left-hander on strike. Off-spinner bowling.
slashed away. Protection out there, no timing at all, despite the fact it was a full toss. He does bowl a lot at the death, which you'd never think of, really, would you, as a right arm off spinner. But he's actually been one of Nepal's go-to death options over the last 2 years.
Yeah, he got away with that one, but yeah, I can see it. He bowls that like arm, goes on with the arm, doesn't it? Quite quick. We've seen him get a couple of LBWs with that one, so I can see why he bowls at the death with that delivery in his armoury.
Power of Neesham, simply spectacular. It's quite awesome when he gets it out of the screws, and that one was out of the screws. It's a Siddhartha Bank 6, and Neesham gets the bolts moving.
And this is the risk though, isn't it? You try and fire it in, you drag it down a little bit, and Jimmy's there waiting to say good night. Off I go. Another huge hit to the leg side from Jimmy Neesham.
Oh, good night. Good night, Irene. That one's not coming back. Neesham on it again. A chance at 25,000 up in the crowd, but I don't think it was held onto. The Calty.com crowd catch.
Amazing power. Stillness at the crease again. He loves the follow through. He knows. Speaking to him the other day, he said, I know once I get it up in the air and I get decent contact, I can clear these boundaries at that altitude. It flies.
Had to get it fuller. Missed the last twice. Now he'll have Mohsen to bowl to twice. That second one, it went a long way up. It didn't actually go that far. It just went to the heavens.
He knows, get height on it. He said, get it in the air, decent contact, and it flies.
Well bowled. Massive result for Irie. Not just the dot, but he won't bowl another ball to Neesham.
That's always a relief, isn't it? And somebody can hit it as well as he does.
It's 3. No big celebrations because there's still work to do for the Royals. Irie in the wickets again. Won't be happy with the 2 sixes he's gone for, but he fights back.
Yeah, he fights back well. The last 2 deliveries of the over from Irie. Again, good length, just holds its line, doesn't it? A little bit of offer a turn. And Mohsen, head up, trying to follow Neesham's lead. It'd have been stumped anyway, his foot was out of the crease. But it's a big wicket for the Royals. And Mohsen goes for 3, and the ball's now 124 for 6.
क्रिकेटमा जितको मजा र फोनमा टेक्नोको मजा कसैले बिट गर्न सक्दैन बिकज टेक्नो प्रोवाइड्स बेस्ट क्वालिटी बेस्ट सर्भिस एन्ड बेस्ट सिग्नल टेक्नो स्मार्टफोन रोजी बनाउनुहोस् आफ्नो चोइस भोपाल
तपाईको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजौं
Watch NPL on the go on Ncell app. Unlimited YouTube and other NPL packs. Download Ncell app now or dial *123*9#.
For young Akash Tripathi, he simply has one role. It is get Neesham on strike. Chance he may not even face a ball here because he's at the non-striker's end. Neesham will look to do as much damage as he can with these final 12.
Yeah, I think we were talking about it off air, you know. If you're the coach, you want Jimmy Neesham to bat as many overs as he can, get a sighter, and it's going to end up, if he bats through now, you'd be thinking, wouldn't you, if only you'd have got in 2 or 3 overs, 3 overs earlier.
Clipped away, pace on. 4 more, misfield in the deep. Big moment, Neesham will keep the strike.
See, this is what it does. When a batter comes to the crease, who's capable of hitting any bowler out of the attack, and he hits a few maximums, panic sets in. Kugeler, 15 wickets so far in this tournament, and bounces over the fielder.
Naresh Budiyar out there with the misfield, a critical error. He's one big one away from back-to-back 50s now. Now he's going to want to. Tripathi tries to get back, but Neesham says, no, I'll be run out.
Well, I don't know if I think I'd have been pushing for 2 there, but the risk of getting run out, it's like anything. If Jimmy can just face 6 balls in an over and he's on song, anything can happen. Anything. 36 in the over, quite easily. He's capable of doing that.
Well, I think 36 in the over would obviously send this place into raptures and send it viral around the world yet again. But I think genuinely, if they could somehow get to 160, you might think that's a big ask.
Yeah, I think I said start 160 for me. I thought we had Safe on interview earlier while he was fielding, and he said we believe we can keep him under 150.
Well done, young Akash Tripathi. Good clarity of thought, gets the single.
Yeah, well played actually. Put Jimmy Neesham back on strike. It's the only way they're going to get over that 150 mark. And like I said, Saif Saeed mentioned, but if they can just keep him under 50, look at that, the last 30 balls, they've upped the tempo, haven't they? 49 runs, just to 2 wickets. The Jimmy Neesham effect.
Absolutely, and it hasn't come a moment too soon for the Bolts fans. What a crowd we have again, love that view. Bowled him! Bowled him, bowled him, bowled him! And it's the off-cutter. Shows respect to Neesham, he doesn't celebrate it. That may change the equation from 160 down to 140 or less. It's a massive wicket, and it's the tournament's leading wicket taker.
It is indeed the tournament leading wicket taker into the attack, bowling at one of the best players in the tournament. And there it is, the deceiving slow ball. Jimmy tries to hit it with the leg, gone through his shot. Clever bowling from Kugelheim. Another wicket to the tally. That's 16 he's now got in this NPL. And the wonder man, the star man, the big 6-hitter, Neesham goes 45, just 23 balls. But the ball struggling for me, 130 for 7.
Shermala, whose bowling has had a significant impact as the tournament has gone on. He'll have work to do, just 8 balls left in the innings. Well, the 160, I think that's gone out the window. Might do well to scrap up to 140 now from here. 2 is the call, but Kugelheim will do the fielding. Oh no, he won't.
Yeah, good running, actually. See, there's more ways to skin a cat. You've got mixing his pace up well, is Kugelheim. You first come to the crease, you just want to get bat and ball. And it goes to show the fielders, no one at mid-wicket. Deep mid-wicket out on the boundary, just tap and run. Tap and run, look, good running between the wickets. He turned blind, but they've still got the 2.
Always coaching, Guffey. Edged away, that's going to help. But it won't be 2 this time. Single to close out Kugelheim's spell. He finishes with 1 for 32. It's 133 for 7.
Pond Superlight Gel with hyaluronic acid. 200% instant hydration. Miracles happen.
Banking sector ma पहिलो पटक सिद्धार्थ बैंक ले ल्याएको छ सिद्धार्थ रिवार्ड्स यसमा पोइन्ट छ सिद्धार्थ बैंक सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई
DHI Happier Home छुट्टै छ है
Sport is in our DNA. Tapayko, Asli Energy, Red Bull, Asli Nerozon.
Morning in what we felt was a pretty big upset, but Lalit Rajbanshi may have a word or two to say about that leading wicket taker just yet.
Well, he's going to have to perform well with a ball for the Bolts. He got 133 for 7. Be less than the wanted, but can they get another 10 runs from somewhere?
Bahara into the attack, hit down towards long on, who holds the catch. Brandon McMullen is a fine all-rounder, and he's made that look easy. Mala perishes in the hunt for quick runs.
Well, it's unlucky that actually from Mala. It disappointed, but he's just come to the crease. Again, another cutter into the pitch. It seems to be the way they're going, the Royals, always thinking. Decent strike, the pace off the ball, straight down the throat of McMillan on the boundary. And another wicket falls, Shermala for 3. And the Bolts 133 for 8.
Kishore Mahato, the new man to the crease, just helped around the corner where Harmeet Singh does the fielding. He's not going to capture the headlines, but those 4 overs of Harmeet Singh, really important in the context of this first v second clash. 4 overs done for 13.
You know, when he came into the side, I saw him at close quarters at a tournament over in Guyana, and when he told me he was coming over here, I thought, he's going to be a game changer. And then I saw the team we were coming to, and I thought, a definite game changer.
I think this might just be angling down. My initial instinct, this is a good decision from Buddy Pradhan. It was tailing in late. Is it just doing too much to miss the leg stump?
Tell you what, credit to the bowler, well bowled. Very, very good Yorker, but just sliding down the leg side. You always can tell with the keeper. You watch the keeper where he's going.
Another cutter into the surface and all the protections out there. Irie does such a great job at getting himself in what he feels are going to be the most highly trafficked positions. With a look at the dismissal here, well judged catch from Brandon McMullen.
Yeah, well judged. Nothing wrong with what the batter did, just didn't get enough on it. Clever bowling. They do their own work, the Royals. They seem a very organised unit with bat and ball. A lot of thinking goes on in their camp, and you can tell with the performances.
Clothed to long on. They'll want the second, and marvellous running is going to get them there.
He lapped him. That's always the advantage if you're the non-striker. You can bat up. He nearly lapped him. Watch this. He nearly lapped him. Oh, misfield. Enabled them to get back for 2. Good running from the Bolts.
Just good game awareness. You know that your role is to get the head down and run 2. Give Tripathi, the more recognised batter, the strike. If you're run out coming to the non-striker's end, so be it. Really good. Final ball of the first innings. Edged away. Fielder should probably have held that, as Mahato wants another, and he'll be run out in the late hunt for more runs. Merely a footnote. They got the single, they won't get the second, and it will be 139 for 9 that the Bolts will finish with, meaning the Sudar Prashim Royals will need 140 to win and to become the first team through to the grand final on Saturday the 21st of September. And if you look at Dipender Singh Irie right there, he's celebrating. He thinks that's a great first innings from his team.
Well, I think it is, and I think they were trying to keep them under 150. That was always the call. But here it is, the final wicket. Straight to the fielder at short thirds. And he was, well, they nearly ended up at both ends. Tried to turn back. Comfortable run out. And it summed up the performance for the Bolts. It was scrappy. But the Royals have been outstanding. Well led by that man on screen. Ari, energy in the field, lifts the team around him. Superb cricketer. Been really, really impressed by him. Fantastic performance.
One of his support staff and his teammates wanting to give him a high five. He was the star of the show, but so too was that man on your screen yet again. Jimmy Neesham with 45 off just 23 continued his strike rate at up and around 200, but it was a strange innings for the 5 batters above him. None of them really striking at more than a run a ball. 12, 11, 26, 12 and 11. They all got in, but they then all got out.
And the partnerships. No real partnership again, and that's why they've fallen short of the set target they wanted. Nisham needed to be in earlier for me, he really did. Give him a couple of overs to have a look at it and get used to the pace, but the 20s there, the partnerships, and that's why they're stuck on a total of 139. Probably 20 below par for me.
Incredible to think the highest partnership of the innings was 27. For the bowlers, well, Deepinder Singh Arya will hit.
Tapayko asli energy Red Bull asli nerozon.
DHI Happier Home छुट्टै छ है।
शिक्षा र खेलकुदका माध्यमले विश्व मानचित्रमा चिनिँदैछ मेरो सिटी अफ क्रिकेट धनगढी अनि यो सहर चिनाउन अगुवाई गर्ने मेरो कलेज मेरो एसपीए कलेज मेरो गौरव।
डिस्कोमा खेलको मजा छ बेग्लै हरेक खेल हेरिन्छ साथी होस् या एक्लै।
डिश होम खुशीको कनेक्सन।
तिमलाई गुलाब साह्रै मन पर्छ है अनि चन्दनको सुगन्धले मनलाई शान्त र पवित्र बनाउँछ।
मङ्गलदीप गुलाब चन्दन पूजा अगरबत्ती।
सिद्धार्थ एसआईपी मा लगानी किन गर्ने? आफ्नो बच्चाको उज्जवल भविष्यको लागि, आनन्दसँग रिटायरमेन्ट बिताउनको लागि, आफ्नो सपनाको घर बनाउनको लागि, लङ टर्ममा धेरै फाइदा पाउनको लागि। त्यसैले सिद्धार्थ एसआईपी मा हरेक महिना सानो सानो लगानी गरी लङ टर्ममा धेरै फाइदा पाउनुहोस्। सिद्धार्थ एसआईपी, आज एसआईपी, भोलि वीआईपी।
भाइ दुईटा चिसो रेड बुल गरिदिनु न।
भाइ रेड बुल के दिएको यो? रेड बुल भनेपछि रेड बुलले चाहिन्छ।
रेड बुल असली नेरोजन।
अब संसारको जुनसुकै ठाउँबाट
आयामी गरेको पैसा सजिलै प्राप्त गरौँ डाइरेक्ट पेको सुपर वालेटमा।
Legends rise through greatness and lead with their actions. From a timeless legacy to inspiring a nation, legends choose the ball. Drive like a legend. Drive the ball.
And the winner of Miss Nepal World 2023 is Miss DHI, Sricha Pradhan.
नमस्कार, म मिस नेपाल र मिस DHI श्रिचा प्रधान। मेरो यो जितको खुसीमा मलाई साथ दिने DHI ले हजुरहरूको घरमा पनि धेरै खुसी ल्याउनेछ। Wishing you all a happier home.
DHI, happier home. छुट्टै छ है।
अब इन्डिया रोमिङ झनै सजिलो। इन्डियामा हुँदा इन्डियन लोकल नम्बरमा कल मात्र 8 रुपैयाँ 88 पैसा प्रति मिनेट। बेस्ट बोर्डर रोमिङ प्याक रु 100 देखि सुरु। डाउनलोड एनसेल एप नाउ or dial *123#.
Himstar for a complete home.
हरेक दिन हुनेछ सधैँ delightful.
सुजल डेरीको उत्कृष्ट उत्पादन डिलाइट डेयरी व्हाइटनरले अब हरेक दिन डिलाइटफुल।
Pond Super Light Gel with hyaluronic acid.
र ग्यास हब्सले तपाईं र तपाईंको घरको पूर्ण रूपमा केयर गर्छ किनकि नियोले बुझेको छ your way of quality living.
Legends rise through greatness and lead with their actions. From a timeless legacy to inspiring a nation, legends choose the ball. Drive like a legend. Drive the ball.
तिमीलाई गुलाब साह्रै मन पर्छ है अनि चन्दनको सुगन्धले मनलाई शान्त र पवित्र बनाउँछ
मङ्गलदीप गुलाब चन्दन पूजा अगरबत्ती
तर यो सिद्धि दाग यो निकाल्न इजी छ सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश यसको 10 हातको शक्ति छ यस्तो जसले सिद्धि दाग निकाल्न गर्छ इजी सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश
Himstar for a complete home.
विदेश घुमघामको फन एनसेल रोमिङले थप्छ छन् बेस्ट रोमिङ प्याक्स रु 100 देखि सुरु बेस्ट 28 डेज रोमिङ प्याक मात्र रु 2499 मा डाउनलोड एनसेल एप नाउ or dial *123#.
Himstar for a complete home.
I dare to express myself freely. I dare to aim with precision. I dare to explore new paths, fueled by ambition and unshakable focus. I dare to imagine a world where innovation isn't just a concept, but a reality. I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
फसेनी हेर बाहिर यसरी भित्र जान त गाह्रो छ भयो नि हाले इजी
तर यो सिद्धि दाग यो निकाल्न इजी छ सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश यसको 10 हातको शक्ति छ यस्तो जसले सिद्धि दाग निकाल्न गर्छ इजी सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश
नयाँ पुस्ताका सपनाहरू थाहै नपाइकन आफ्ना सपनाहरू बनिसकेका हुन्छन् ती सपनाहरूलाई पूरा गर्नुस् खुलेर जिउनुस् सानीमा रिलायन्स लाइफ इन्स्योरेन्स खुलेर जियौं
सुजल डेरीको उत्कृष्ट उत्पादन डिलाइट डेयरी व्हाइटनरले अब हरेक दिन डिलाइटफुल
शिक्षा र खेलकुदका माध्यमले विश्व मानचित्रमा चिनिँदैछ मेरो सिटी अफ क्रिकेट धनगढी अनि यो सहर चिनाउन अगुवाई गर्ने मेरो कलेज मेरो एसपीए कलेज मेरो गौरव
तपाईको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजौं
तिमीलाई गुलाब साह्रै मन पर्छ है अनि चन्दनको सुगन्धले मनलाई शान्त र पवित्र बनाउँछ
मङ्गलदीप गुलाब चन्दन पूजा अगरबत्ती
Himstar for a complete home.
विदेश घुमघामको फन एनसेल रोमिङले थप्छ छन् बेस्ट रोमिङ प्याक्स रु 100 देखि सुरु बेस्ट 28 डेज रोमिङ प्याक मात्र रु 2499 मा डाउनलोड एनसेल एप नाउ or dial *123#.
And the winner of Miss Nepal World 2023 is Miss DHI Sricha Pradhan.
नमस्कार म मिस नेपाल र मिस DHI श्रिचा प्रधान मेरो यो जितको खुसीमा मलाई साथ दिने DHI ले हजुरहरूको घरमा पनि धेरै खुसी ल्याउनेछ Wishing you all a happier home.
DHI Happier Home छुट्टै छ है
नियोको वर्ल्ड क्लास रेन्जको सोलर वाटर हिटर्स वाटर प्युरिफायर्स चिम्नीज र ग्यास हब्सले तपाईँ र तपाईँको घरको पूर्ण रूपमा केयर गर्छ किनकि नियोले बुझेको छ योर वे अफ क्वालिटी लिभिङ
सिद्धि दाग यो निकाल्न इजी छ सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश यसको 10 हातको शक्ति छ यस्तो जसले सिद्धि दाग निकाल्न गर्छ इजी सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश
तिमीलाई गुलाब साह्रै मन पर्छ है अनि चन्दनको सुगन्धले मनलाई शान्त र पवित्र बनाउँछ
मङ्गलदीप गुलाब चन्दन पूजा अगरबत्ती
Legends rise through greatness and lead with their actions. From a timeless legacy to inspiring a nation, legends choose the ball. Drive like a legend. Drive the ball.
I dare to express myself freely. I dare to aim with precision. I dare to explore new paths, fueled by ambition and unshakable focus. I dare to imagine a world where innovation isn't just a concept, but a reality. I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
The problem is that those starts were worth, is that the strike rate was nothing. Even though they got starts, they were under 100. Saif Ali Zaib is the man who will open the innings. He's got a nice strike rate of 126. He's had a top score of 90 in this competition, and his all-round ability has stood him in good stead for this Royals team. And his partner, Binod Bandari, who's just taken off the wicket-keeping gloves. Again, someone who's promised but hasn't gone on and posted that real significant number.
Yeah, he's got a couple of 30s to his credit, and that man, he certainly grabbed everyone's attention with his bowling performance yet again. One of the leading wicket takers, second on that list, Lalit Rajbanshi, left arm orthodox spin from the combox end. A best of 3 for 8, and for someone to be bowling in the power play with an economy under 5, this is the reason why he's also playing for Nepal, HD.
Yeah, the Bolts have said, well, we don't care that a left-hander's on strike. We're going to bowl a left-arm spinner.
All set for ball 1 in this chase. 140 is what the Royals need. And we talk about matchups. We did have a discussion with Darren as well. You're not a big fan of matchups, right, HD?
No, I understand them. I just think we get caught up in them. In that one feels that you have to go to a matchup. To me, if you have the best bowler, I think that the best bowler must bowl. And the Bolts have shown that right here. He bowls with such lovely flight and control, Rajbanshi. I've no doubt that Zaib will go after him. He'll just want a little feel first.
In only his second delivery, he went for the reverse. These are signs of things to come. Yes! And that's clean striking. Lovely ball striking. What a way to get off the mark and get the first runs on the board. The Royals are up and running. That's a big home run.
So just a couple of sighters and then the use of the feet. And we talk about matchups. This is what Zaib will be looking at. He'll be saying, well, the left armer, he can't afford to settle against me because it is my matchup. And the team would have discussed that.
He drags it from outside off. That's in the gap as well. 10 runs in the last 2 deliveries. And this is very good attacking cricket from the Royals very early in this chase.
Clever. Very clever from Zaib as well. The mid-on goes back to the boundary. So there's no use of the feet. This time on bended knee, and purposely gets the ball well in front of square because there is that man on the square leg boundary.
And some of the best sides, HD, don't really tinker, chop and change much. Royals has been one of them.
Yeah, not only do they not tinker with their batting lineup, but they don't tinker with their starting 11.
Nicely worked away, finds the fielder. Wow, exciting start here for the Royals. They've accumulated 10 in the first. It's been a good outing so far. 10 for no loss after over number 1.
I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
तर यो जिद्दी दाग यो निकाल्न इजी छ सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश यसको 10 हातको शक्ति छ यस्तो जसले जिद्दी दाग निकाल्न गर्छ इजी सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश
DHI Happier Home छुट्टै छ है
Himstar for a complete home.
And the snow-peaked mountains will touch your soul as well. Incredible atmosphere, and we are soaking into it and loving every bit of it, HD.
Yeah, it really has been. I don't mean any disrespect when I say surprisingly good. It's just I'd never been to Nepal before, so I had no expectations. It's been amazing, quite amazing. As is this man with ball in hand. One of the few seamers to really shine here at the MPL.
Like it takes the leading edge. There's protection in the deep. Vinod will get off the mark as well.
Not surprised at all with the way that the Royals are going about their work here, because in the 7 matches that they've played, they have always outscored the opposition in their power play. They look to break the back of a chase early on.
Well, that's an interesting piece of stat you shared with us, HD. They've dominated all power plays against their opponents. Crisp. He's timing it so well. Just shows the zone and the form that he's in, HD.
Skipper. Good outing with the ball. My, is he entertaining in the field though. Yeah, he's timed the ball nicely there. I think he'll be a little bit disappointed that he didn't beat the man at backward point. I think with Mahato, you can afford to look to time the ball. He doesn't bowl a lot of change-ups. He likes to bowl seam up. And so you can just stand and try and play authentic cricket strokes.
Yeah, they're looking for the second, and that's very good running as well. Yeah, in the last over we did speak about sticking to that same combination, don't change the core of the team. And the only side that I've felt, and you did mention as well, the Royals have been very clear with their plans, their batters, the order. Does that really help in a tournament like this?
Well, I suppose it's easy to be like that if you keep winning. I mean, they've only lost the 1 game. But what it does make, it makes the players very calm within dressing rooms, in hotels, when they know that if the coach has sat them down and said, look, this is the 11 I would like to go with. Maybe there's a situation where I make 1 change here or 1 change there, depending if a surface is going to offer more spin or suddenly there's going to be some seam, or I might want another left-hander. But I'm not going to be making wholesale changes during this tournament. It just eases everyone inside a dressing room.
Yes, you need a secured environment. I get what you're saying, HD. Very fine shot third here. Nicely driven again, straight to the fielder. Too good a shot not to buy a run over there.
The only concern here for the Royals is that Zaib and Binod are so desperate to get them off to a flyer that even though he's played some useful strokes, they haven't gone for a run. And so does he lose that patience? He doesn't need to, because the net run rate, the run rate is not something that they need to be frightened of.
Just guides it towards backward point. Zaib will push for the second and come back as well. And the bowlers need to make a mental note of where to bowl to this man Zaib. He's so severe. 2 gone, 15 for no loss.
Pond Super Light Gel with hyaluronic acid. 200% instant hydration. Miracles happen.
आफ्ना हरेक चिन्ताहरू अब हामीलाई छोडिदिनुस्। तपाईको भोलिको भरपर्दो साथी सानीमा रिलायन्स लाइफ इन्स्योरेन्स खुलेर जियौं।
I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
Himal Dental Hospital, the perfect junction where experience, expertise and excellence meets technology. We are 24 hours open.
First over, but this time he'll be bowling to Binod Bandari with a slip in place.
It's variation of pace that Bandari's got to be careful of.
Yeah, Bhandari likes to give the premeditated charge very early. He preempts a couple of deliveries.
The big spinning delivery is the one that he normally tosses up, Rajbanji, and then the one that's a little bit flatter, he tends to just skid on, looking for that front pad. Brandon McMullen padded up on the right. Harmeet Singh, who was so good with the ball, left of screen.
Saw Harmeet come a couple of times at number 3. He does not look padded up, which means it's going to be McMullen, and I feel it's a good move.
And we talked about them not altering their batting lineup. They actually did in their previous game, and I thought that was an error. Yes, they emerged victorious, but they needed good innings from their captain.
Yeah, that's the charge. He likes to use his feet to the spinners, even the pacers. But you've been mighty impressed by Ishan Pandey, HT.
I do. A lot's been made of the icon players here, and they've been brilliant. You know, Rohit Podell and Kushal Malla, and of course Dipendra Singh Ari. But Ish Pandey for me has been one of those who aren't an icon player, who I think has been brilliant. In pressurized situations, he's always played well. You know, I think as a coach or a selector, I think you're looking for players who produce performances in difficult situations, not someone who goes and gets a 30 not out needing, you know, and then you lose by 20 runs. You want someone who provides you with that innings that helps you cross the line, and he's done it on a couple of occasions.
That's a very fine strike, but has he found the toe end of the bat? Fielder giving chase, and he brings it back in very nicely down in the deep. It got a lot of height on this occasion. Didn't quite go the distance, but great work in the deep.
Amazing. Again, the lack of pace. He bowls it up in the air, and Binod doesn't quite get there. Still swings through it, and it finds the toe end of the bat. Kansaka does well.
He looked good with the bat as well, scoring 26. Kansaka was then run out. Courtesy, Ivory brilliance in the middle. Meanwhile, that'll be referred upstairs for a quick boundary check as well. Well within the ropes. Yeah, and point of impact with the ball. He's airborne. Looks fine. He's done well. Well done, Shubh Kansaka. Yeah, good partnership there. Nisham coming by and ensuring only 2 runs are given away. Yeah, you did speak about Ishan Pandey showing a lot of maturity. With all the good cricketing shots he has in the middle, he has a calm mind in adverse situations. Yeah, a good partnership will add a lot of solidity in this chase for the boys in yellow. Anil Kumar Sa, yeah, he is missing out because of an injury. What a miss. I'm sure it's not easy sitting over the HT. Cut away in the gap, firmly struck. 4 more, don't bother running, go fetch it. 7 runs off this over, 22 after over number 3.
मेरो नम्बर मेरै चोइस आफुलाई मन पर्ने नम्बर छानेर लिनुहोस् खेलाडीलाई तताउने चक्का चक्का चिच्याउने स्टेडियम गुन्जाउने fan जहाँ पनि रम्पम छँदैछ नि रम्पम छँदैछ नि DHI Happier Home छुट्टै छ है
Legends rise through greatness and lead with their actions. From a timeless legacy to inspiring a nation, legends choose the ball. Drive like a legend. Drive the ball.
He's had a good tournament with bat and ball. 10 wickets for him. An economy under 6.5. He's got a 5-4 in the tournament as well. And that came against the Chitwan Rhinos in that 1-run win. What an effort by him.
I love the boundary that ended the previous over. Just really enjoyed it because he had used his feet so often. And often when you do that, The spinner tends to bowl the drag down, thinking you coming again.
Good partnership so far, 23 and 20. Actually, just coming back to that boundary and the developments that got into that particular delivery, how much does the batter try to read into the bowler's mind as well? We know bowlers reading a lot of the batter's mind, but how much does the batter preempt the next delivery?
You would be planning certain things. So as a batter, you would definitely be saying, look, I'm going to come down the wicket, and if I'm not quite at the pitch, I'll just defend it. But then maybe in the next delivery, I'll just drop my shoulder before he runs in. And he might think that I'm coming, but I don't. And then he drags it down and I play the cut shot. So you are thinking all the time about how to get a bowler to leave a length that you're going to struggle with. You'll see a sweep shot gets played as well. That can often mess with a bowler's length.
And the mind game certainly does come into act. And these days we do see batters moving so much in the crease. We talk about the trigger movement as well.
Well, the key thing about trigger movements is that by the time the bowler gets to leave the ball, you need to be dead still. It doesn't matter if you do the shuffle or the tango or the foxtrot, but you've got to be dead still at point of delivery so that you can do that. A Siddhartha Bank 6 to end the fourth, 29 without loss.
NPL वा आफ्नो मनपर्ने टिमको एन्थमलाई आफ्नो PRBT सेट गर्नु भयो त? Download Ncell app now or dial *123*6#.
सुजल डेरीको उत्कृष्ट उत्पादन डिलाइट डेयरी व्हाइटनरले अब हरेक दिन डिलाइटफुल.
DHI happier home. Today hey.
2 sixes in the first 4 overs, and Binod Bhandari in the last over looked very good. HD
hitting with the spin, that's the key. That's the area he'll be looking of Harsh Thacker. Long on all the way to deep mid wicket. Super blow.
Here comes the captain's go-to man, Jimmy Neesham. He's not happy, Mr. Neesham. Oh, walks back a little baffled and amazed, with a cheeky grin as well. What a player to have in the side, multi-dimensional. X-factor players in T20 cricket, out of play now, HD?
Well, I think every player is an X-factor player now. I mean, I just don't think that you can say that, as a cricketer, I don't think you can say anymore that I'm going to just play in a specific way. You can almost understand why Neesham's a little bit aggrieved. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. I think the players have got to be very, very adaptable. But I think when you're talking X-factor, you're talking the likes of Rishabh Pant. I mean, even someone like Rinku Singh, that's an X-factor player. Jimmy Neesham is that he can change the match in a blink of an eye. I mean, that's what he was doing there. He walked in and suddenly he made batting look easy. 45 of 23, where everyone else struggled. Those are your X-factor players. I understand where you're going, but I think nowadays there's so many within the starting 11.
Initially, players would come with role definition, with a profile, with a designation, But today it has all changed.
Got to be very adaptable. I mean, nowadays coaches will just say to someone who's having a cup of tea at the back, put your pads on, you're in next, because he likes the matchup.
What a shot! That stays hit and goes the distance. Just the swivel that came in, a little too short, and he's pounced on that one. Zaib is batting like a dream in the middle.
This is right out the middle. I mean, the sound that it makes off the bat. That's back of a length. It's not short. Yep. I think he even acknowledges that that's a goodie.
Maybe an indication how good the surface is as well, HD. Edged over the fielder. Zaib's having a feast of a time in the middle. He's dealing in boundaries, and they've raced to 38 inside 5.
They're doing it again. They're doing it again, the Royals. They're outscoring the opposition inside the power play, and what that does is it just releases the tension in the dugout, and it makes those who can walk to the wicket, if they choose to take a little bit of time, it affords them that time.
Yeah, they've knocked off 40 runs. Of the 140, they need to get 3 4s, 3 6s in the first 5 overs. This one's a wide, and he's kicking the turf as well.
The thing about Jimmy Neesham is that he is a cricketer, or he is a bowler, that ordinarily, I think now in the latter stages of his career, likes to bowl outside of the power play with his mixing and matching of his cutters and off-cutters. Here, the added responsibility of having to bowl inside the power play, because it's only really him and Kishore Mahato who bowl seamers in this bowling lineup.
Nicely played. I was always looking at this second innings chase as a contest between the variety and variation in the bowling of the Janakpur bowls with the depth of the Sudham Pershan Royals batting, HD.
Oh, the real strength that the Bolts have is their spin department. Yes, Mahato's done nicely. Yes, Neesham is a good seamer. But you think of Rajbanshi, the left arm spinner. We think of Sharmila, the mystery spinner. Harsh Thakur, the off spinner. And then Mohammad Mohsin with his leg spin. So they really have got all bases covered. 4 really good spinners in your side. You know, that really means that your seamers only actually have to bowl 2 each if they bowl well.
Neesham's not impressed. The batter's not ready at his mark. And then final delivery of the 5th over. Works it away. Nicely tucked away. He's lost his bat at the non-striker's end. He'll only get a single. This has been a very good first 5 overs for the Royals. In hot pursuit of 139, they've knocked off 43 with 10 wickets in hand.
Neoco solar water heaters, water purifiers, chimneys, the gas hobs le buzeko cha. Your way of quality living.
Tapaiko asli energy, Red Bull, asli nerozo.
Can't wait, won't wait. Sunfeast Dark Fantasy.
A very good first innings, I thought, too. As Harsh Thakur is going to bowl around the wicket to Binod Bandari here. I'm rejoined by Darren Goff. Goffy, any way back into this game for the Bolts, or is it all over already?
Well, never say never, but they're going to have to do something pretty special to get back into it.
Half a stop, just half a stop from Mahato. 2 ways to look at that: single given away or 3 runs saved. Mohammad Mohsin is going to be critical, isn't he? You'd imagine he'll bowl the next over, come straight in after the power play, the leg spinner.
Yeah, he's going to have to get into the attack and deliver something special Saib's got off to a flyer, 26 from 17. Binod has tried to run a ball. He's played some big shots.
Nice power sweep, but there is a man out there, Raj Banchi, who does the fielding. Just heard the two boys, didn't we, Mikel and HD, talk about how balanced this attack is for the Bolts. That's all well and good, but when you've only 140 on the board on what we think is a very, very good batting wicket, you're up against it, and they're still yet to find a wicket here in this power play.
I mean, you look at the Bolts and you think, I can't quite work it out. I think they should be better than what they've been this tournament, and that sounds stupid because they're here, first versus second, with a chance of going straight into the final. But they've got so many options with the ball. It's about getting those options right. Mahato at the top has bowled beautifully. Raj Bansi has bowled beautifully as well. But they've got to get runs on the board. They seem to be relying on Jimmy Neesham to have fireworks in the middle, and you can't put all your eggs in one basket.
The biggest problem, and I fully agree with you, is that Malantha got off to a flyer before you were with us, and kind of the last 3 or 4 games he's not done a lot. Having the mandatory concussion check here just because the umpire feels as though it came up into the kind of wrist or helmet area bin at Bandari, and actually this little break in play might be a good thing. And it gives us a chance. Is this your favourite tune? Mata Dale Dale?
They're all pretty good, to be honest. As I said, I'm going to take this DJ home with me. There's no worries about it. But it's a proper tune. I can see this taking off next year in England. There you go, a little bit of a top edge onto the grill. Right thing, the checkup, important these days to go through the checkup, you get the physio on, the doctor on.
Could imagine that at the 100. Packed out oval, 25,000. With a bit of innovation. Just be a single. They're really in cruise control here, the Royals. They've looked the best team in the tournament, let's be fair.
Well, they were a good team, weren't they? And then they brought in another left-arm spinner in Harmeet Singh that just really strengthened them. The silly thing is, he said to me, he said, oh no, I was going to one team, and then because I can't get to Nepal until the 10th, I'm playing for a different team. Well, son, you've made the right choice. You've come to a very good team. They've got a bit of everything. And like saying, Zaib, he's got runs for him at the top, and he's got 10 wickets as well, is it? I think 10 wickets in the tournament.
He's been kind of the sleeper, isn't he? Just had a really good tournament. The power play belongs to the Royals. They have a tight clasp on this game. It's 48 for none.
Sunfeast Dark Fantasy. Himstar for a complete home.
क्रिकेट में जीत को मजा र फोन में टेक्नो को मजा कसैले बीट गर्न सक्दैन बिकज टेक्नो प्रोवाइड्स बेस्ट क्वालिटी बेस्ट सर्भिस एन्ड बेस्ट सिग्नल टेक्नो स्मार्टफोन रोजी बनाउनुहोस् आफ्नो चोइस भोपाल
Pure perfect.
Absolute picture, sensational weather, everything about it. The tournament, the new tournament, you're always quite unsure. And getting here, I've been blown away by it all. The people, the crowds, the cricket, the music. Mohsin's into the attack now. Starts with a wide.
But Mohammed Mohsin's not happy with this, and as a former wrist spinner, I feel for him here because he's seen him go down on one knee. Watch how early he goes down on one knee. It's before release, so he's come across. Yes, it's outside the guideline, but you've got to give the leggy a little bit of lenience there, don't you?
You've got to give anybody a bit of leniency, but it's a batting game. You should know that by now. It's all about 4s and 6s, mate. Nobody's interested in who's bowling.
I want wickets. I want wicket celebrations that I always loved, as you did. Still one of the most economical bowlers of the tournament, Mohammed Mohsin, going at less than 5 runs per over. The Royals, though, could afford, couldn't they, to let him bowl 4 overs, none for 15. It wouldn't matter.
Well, he could do And I can see why, because he's tall, he gets bounce, he gets spin, experience.
And he's just very hard to get away. All the wrist spinners in the world game right now, I don't want to overhype him, but I think he's got about as good a wrong as you'll see. There's almost...
Is when they went on to win. Then they lost their last 2 games in the 3 matches they played. He needs runs from his bat. He's been quiet, but he's...
Here this time, we heard from Asti.
The 20s there, the...
Crystal
with hyaluronic acid.
Almost no change in action. The batters is a